Alright, so Brie Larson, Alfred Molina, Mandy Moore, Emma Roberts, Mark Ruffalo, Sarah Silverman, and Ben Stiller. What do they all have in common? They all have claimed to love the people of Georgia, and they all threatened to stop helping out the people of Georgia financially if they didn't get their way. Actually, all the actors and actresses on this list claimed to love Georgia and also threatened to stop helping out the people of Georgia financially if they didn't get their way. Now, not all actors are bad, but there are some of them where you're like, okay, this is why I only pay to see you when you're not being yourself. Anyway, I wanted to make this video for the people of Georgia and for anyone who would love for these actors and actresses to put their money where their mouth is. You see, a while back, there was a small handful of self-proclaimed actors, and they signed a letter claiming that they always found Georgia to be populated with friendly and caring people. These actors found the hotels in which they stayed and restaurants in which they dined while filming to be comfortable and of high quality. I love how it sounds like these actors have just never formulated a compliment before. Your hotel is comfortable? That's what we say, right? Your restaurant, it was of high quality. Anyway, those actors said they've been glad to bring billions of dollars in revenue to support Georgia's schools, parks, and communities. They said, we want to continue to support the wonderful people, businesses, and communities we have come to love in the Peach State. Now, we have a much longer video covering this letter, so you can check that out. The link is in the description and also up here in the card. But the reason we're making this video today is because I'm curious to know whether these actors continue to support the wonderful people, businesses, and communities that they love in the Peach State. Or were they just blowing smoke in an attempt to get their way? Because the letter said we want to stay in Georgia. We want to continue to support the wonderful people, businesses, and communities we have come to love in the Peach State, but we will not do so silently. And we will do everything in our power to move our industry if HB 481 becomes law. Now, they were claiming that they wanted to move to a safer state for women, but as we looked at in the previous video, this claim here is a load of crap. If HB 481 became a law, it would have made the state much safer for women, because it would have prevented people from being able to end the lives of women in the womb. By not having HB 481 as a law, women are actually far more likely to lose their lives in Georgia. That being said, regardless of what anyone feels about what will make Georgia a safer place for women, the fact is, these actors got what they wanted. HB 481 was not passed. So the reason we're making this video here is because we want to make sure that the lovely Georgians didn't get stiffed on this deal. We've sent out a tweet to some folks on this list, and you can feel free to share the same tweet, or if you know these actors or actresses on this list, maybe you could reach out to them directly. But we said, howdy actors and actresses, you all signed a letter claiming that you want to continue to support the wonderful people, businesses, and communities you have come to love in the Peach State. You also mentioned that you've been glad to bring billions of dollars in revenue to support Georgia's schools, parks, and communities. In that letter, you also threatened to stop supporting those people that you claim to love if their governor allowed HB 481 to become law. And we left a little side note there. You have a weird way of treating the people that you claim to love. Because seriously, they're saying they love these people and they're claiming to be glad to support them, but they're willing to hurt these people that they claim to love if the governor of those people that they claim to love doesn't meet their demand. That just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. But anyway, we continued. Since HB 481 is not the law, we were just curious. After you signed that letter, how much support have you given those wonderful people, businesses, and communities in Georgia that you claim to love? How much financial support have you personally donated, if any, to Georgia's schools, parks, and communities? And then we explained our reasoning for asking here. We said, just trying to gauge whether you actually care about Georgians or whether you thought that Georgians were too stupid to realize that you were just pretending to enjoy supporting them. Now, these actors and actresses may have supported Georgia since then. I'm not saying they haven't. I'm just working on a research project here, trying to figure out if this was sincere or just a bunch of BS. And I figured since these people clearly have no shame in bragging about the billions of dollars in revenue they have supported Georgia with, then they shouldn't have any problem letting us know how much they've supported Georgia with since they got their way on HB 481. Now, do I really think that these actors and actresses actually care about financially supporting Georgia? No, of course not. But maybe I'm wrong. I would be really curious about how much Rob Corddry has given to Georgia recently. No disrespect meant to Mr. Corddry. I'm actually a fan of Rob's work. He was in Warm Bodies. I'm not sure if he made the poster. Where you at, Mr. Corddry? I can't find you here among the zombies. Where you at? Is that Rob? That looks too old to be him. He might be the guy who's blocked behind her leg here. Could be Rob. If it is, that's obviously the prime real estate that you want on a poster. No joke, I do actually enjoy seeing Rob Corddry and things, but I know he's not a huge star yet. No one's really paying him the big bucks yet. Rob, you could do it. I've got nothing against Mr. Corddry as an actor here, but seriously, I think it'd be interesting to see how much these actors have given in the past. Maybe we could find out like a yearly average per person on this list. And then we can compare that to how much they've given now since they got their way. I mean, you would think if they really love the people of Georgia and were so glad to support them financially, then they would definitely be back at it since they got what they wanted. Especially with 2020 being what it was. I mean, I'm sure the people of Georgia really could have used some financial help during that. I would love to know, and I'm sure the people of Georgia would love to know too, whether these actors were being sincere, or did they think that the Georgians would be too dumb to realize that these actors and actresses don't really care about them, they just wanted to get their way and sound good doing it. And I know I pointed this out in the last video, but I still think it's hilarious. They say, we will do everything in our power to move our industry. When you look at most of the people on this list, you realize that that is such a lousy threat. I mean, again, Rob, your face barely made it on the poster, if that is you. So yeah, whatever power you're wielding, I don't think it's enough to move the industry. Amy Schumer, I can't see anyone wanting to move the industry for her. What's that? Amy doesn't want to shoot in Georgia? Okay, we'll just get Eliza Schlesinger. She's much funnier. Anyway, we have this list of actors and actresses and Billy Baldwin in the description below, so if anyone knows them and they can help us with our research here, we'd love to get the answers to these questions and hear about whatever great work they're doing to support Georgia these days. Oh, and that's another question. Are these actors donating to Georgia, or are they just bragging about money that they spent in Georgia? Because if they're claiming that they raised billions of dollars in revenue to support Georgia's schools, parks, and communities, just because they spent a lot of money in Georgia, and therefore the taxes collected by Georgia then went to the schools, parks, and community, then that's pretty pathetic. But then again, so is threatening to stop helping out people that you claim to love because somebody else is trying to do something you don't want. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, click the notification bell, then all. Also, you can like the video and share it with your friends. Oh yeah, and if you want to tweet this out to the actors and actresses, we've got the link to that posted down below. Because the more we get the word out there, the more likely we are to get answers from these actors and actresses. And I think the lovely people of Georgia deserve to know. Do I care about the Georgians? No, not really. I don't know you. I'm not from Georgia. I don't know how to take this. He's honest, but he's not being nice to me. I'm not being mean to you either. I'm just saying I don't know you. I'm not going to pretend I'm your friend just because I'm trying to get your view. I've already got your view. This is the end of the video. Unless you skip to the end like a moron. And this is How to Be Christian. You all have a great day. Now, I'm going to make a real smooth exit and not reveal that I only dressed up for the top part. Much less awkward than showing you my shorts.